Okay guys, so we'll have to build now a little bit complicated logic in order to retrieve the users in the proper way with our requests. Okay, let's imagine this is our Bob Myers. We added him to we sent a request to him to be our friend. First, we need to manipulate in the front end to change the icon to another icon which is exactly same as in the Facebook. And then let's say when we will be again searching for Bob, if we already previously, or let's say today or yesterday or just now, we send him a request, we want this button always to appear updated. So it is the same logic like we've done with the likes. When we load a post, if it has been liked, then it will show us as it is like. Okay, so we will have to do a minor changes first of all in our SQL. Okay, as an experiment here, I'll write one SQL statement which we need to update our previous old SQL for searching the users. Okay, what I will write is select when we search a user. Let's say we're trying to search some user, we will try to get his ID, then users dot email, comma, then users dot first name, comma, then users dot last name, comma, then users dot birthday, comma, then users dot gender, comma, then users dot ava, comma, then users dot cover, comma, then users dot bio, comma, then users dot date created, comma. Okay, just not comma, we'll just write. We want to select it from the users. And then we want to add to it to see what users have been already requested. So what I will do here, I will just from users, then I will write left join requests table where the user where the users dot id will be equals to requests dot friend id. So let's say if Joseph or Bob, these are the IDs which are friends, if they will have any requests, then we'll show it in the table. I will show it now. Okay, so where the user's ID, so we are trying to get the all information, full name, email, first name, last name of all friends from the users table. And here where users.id is not equals to current ID, let's say which is 14, and users dot first name equals to, oops, sorry, not equals, like in the single quotation mark, percentage mark, and again percentage mark. In this I'll just put A because both of my user is having in the first name and last name letter A. Or users dot last name like, just like, capital 1, like, and again single quotation marks, percentage mark, and again A in this. And again we'll write and users.id is not equals to 14. Okay, I'll just execute this code and it look here requests, I have just a duplicate of the same. I'll just now I copy this SQL, I will execute it, and here we go. It retrieves all the information of these users. What I will do, I will add here one more column. After date created, I put comma, and I will add requests dot, let's say just an ID, you can select any comma, as, we will fetch it back as requested. As requested. Okay, I'll copy this SQL code and I'll click go. And here we go. So requested, if there is some value, this is the ID of these requests. So it's fine for us to keep it. So requested means if there is something, so it means it is requested. Let's delete, let's say I'll delete the ID 16, 14, 15, I'll keep it, and I will just search it. So you see for the ID 16 it shows null. For the 15 it shows that it has been requested. Okay, so this SQL command, which is updated version and more advanced version, I'll just copy this and we're going to our PHP development environment. That one I will comment it like this. Here I'll write updated version as per friendship request, and I'll write SQL equals to the single quotation marks like this, and I will insert this SQL command here like this. Oops. Or even we can just take it back a little bit like this. It looks better. Okay, very good. So instead of here A, we need to make a reference to our name. By the way, it should be double quotation marks, guys. I'm sorry. It should be double quotation marks, and here it should be single quotation marks for like. Should be single quotation marks. I'll just retype it. Like in the single quotation marks, we're making a reference to our variable name, and here instead of A, we'll write name as well, and we'll replace it with the single quotation marks. Okay, and semicolon at the end. This is how looks the updated version of our SQL command. Okay, very good. And the last one, the last line will be limit and offset because we're using the pagination as well. And I will insert here. Okay, here we will just remove this one. And here we go. And yes, we're done with the searching version. I'll save this and make sure that now when you search some user you can easily find them, so it means everything went very well. So if it doesn't work fine for you, just pause the video and you can compare your code with mine. Okay, now we're coming back to our Xcode part, and definitely in order to store in our database these values, we need to create a separate array. So here I will create a new array var requested, and it will be equals to array of integer, open and close round bracket. Okay, very good. So now what we need to do is whenever we are loading our users, we need to check. We need to check them. Have they been requested or not? So we're going to load search bar. This is the one where we search users. I would prefer to keep this function separately. Func load users, open curly brackets, and just insert it in it. Like that. This function search users. Or instead of load users, we can write search users. And instead of, let's say, load more, we can write search more. Or just let it be load more. Yeah, it will be better. Okay, we're going now to search users function. And right after skip, right after everything went successfully, now we'll check further requested. Before we're checking this, since we're loading this first time, in order to avoid any bugs, we'll write self.requested.remove all keep capacity false. And then for user in users, for every user in the array of users, that is the one, open curly brackets, write if user in the square brackets, we write here requested is ns null, means it has the default value null, then self.requested appended with the empty array of integer. Else, if it is not null, self.request.appended with the number 1. Okay, here we are doing cleanup. We are cleaning entire array of requested column as we are loading this function, as we're loading this function first time to avoid further bugs. So we're just cleaning it up, like refreshing this. For every user in entire array of users fetched from the server as per request, check is requested column null or not. So this is what we are doing actually. Okay, so the same stuff we need to do for our load more users. So we'll just copy this. For load more, we do not need to make a cleanup because it will be always getting refreshed. So we don't need this, otherwise it won't work. And here I put it as well. Requested, this must be equals to this name. Okay, brilliant. So then if it has been already requested, then we want to show this, we want to change this button, the appearance of this button. This is what we're doing in the function which called self-forward index path. Right before we're returning the cell, we'll manipulate appearance of friend button. Okay, so here we will write, we'll do it in the background queue, dispatch queue.main.asynchronously, and we'll write if self, or if self.requested, open and close square brackets, index path row, particularly for this cell, equals 1, means we have requested a friendship. Then self.friend button dot set background image UI image, open the round bracket, select with the named one, and if we have requested this, then we want to change it to the friend.png. If you go to assets, that is the one, friend.png. For the state, normal state. And we definitely want to change the color of the icon to the Facebook brand color. Self.friend button tint color equals to UI. Oops, do we have any color which we have created? No. Okay, we'll do it now. So we're going to Safari and I'll search for the Facebook. Then I'll try to grab this one. So it's 65 for red, 65, 89, 147. So I'm going back to Xcode. I'm going to the helper. I scroll to the top here. I will create a variable which will store the colors. Var Facebook color equals a UI color. Open the round bracket, select the method red, green, and blue. Red was 65 out of 255. 89, it was 89 and 147, I think. 89 and 147, correct. 89 out of 255 and 147 out of 255, and alpha will be 1. Okay, we're going back to our friends VC, and here we'll write helper, open and close round brackets, and write here Facebook color. Beautiful. And let's say if requested value is not equals 1, means 1 is the indicator which shows the request has been sent, then we'll want to change or just keep this default icon. Cell.friend button, set background color, UI image, open and close, open round brackets. In the round brackets, select the method named, and then write unfriend.png. That is the one. That is the one. For the state.normal, for the normal state of the button. And that we want to return the tint color to be dark gray. Cell.friend button.tint color equals to dark UI color dot dark gray color. Okay, so this is a kind of manipulation of the appearance of the button. Okay, we'll now build and run this, and it must work very, very well. So here we go. So it shows that Joseph Basil is our friend. Okay, I'll try to add Bob Myers a friend to being a friend as well. So whenever we'll just now update, let's say Bob is always shown as the friend, and let me delete all of these requests of the friendship, and we'll just write it from the beginning, and here we go. So now it is a friend. So that is amazing, guys. That is really amazing. Good job. Congratulations.